We're going to get started in just a minute. We're going to let people come onto the call. And so we'll give it just a minute and then we'll get started. But we're excited to have everybody join us on this lovely Monday afternoon, or possibly Monday evening, wherever you are, or early morning if you're perhaps in Hawaii. But we're excited to spend a little time with you today to help you get to learn a little bit about the coaching, the business of coaching in Team Beachbody. All right. Well, I think we're about a minute in, so why don't we get started? We've got kind of an action-packed agenda for you, probably about 45 minutes, but we're very excited to be able to give you just a little sneak peek into the business of coaching here at Team Beachbody. It's something that Team Beachbody, for those of you that don't know, Beachbody is a 21-year-old company. We got started in 1999. We were introducing people to some of the first at-home fitness programs that back then we sold through infomercials on VHS tapes. And over that time, it evolved. Beachbody became sort of a brand name with some of our really world famous brands like P90X and Insanity. And then in 2007, we introduced a new chapter to Beachbody, and that was the introduction of Team Beachbody, or our network marketing opportunity. Just to give you a little bit of background on that, one of the things that we learned back in our infomercial days was that the best way for people to really understand the power of Beachbody's products was to hear it from people who had actually used the products and had got incredible results. And literally, we had thousands and thousands of these incredible success stories. And we started to see that our customers were sharing their results with others, and they were inspiring others to do those products as well. So back in 2006, our co-founder, Carl Daikeler, had the idea that we could extend our model by introducing a channel where our customers who had great results with the product, and when they shared those products and connected other people to those products, that we would pay them a commission, that we created this business opportunity around getting people healthy. And so that's what we're gonna spend a little bit of time talking to you today. We have definitely evolved from just our fitness DVD. We have a whole portfolio of powerful nutrition programs and nutrition products, because we know that nutrition is really the key to results. So we created this combination of world-class proven workout programs, world-class nutrition programs, unbelievable supplements that are built to give our customers a dense dose of nutrition that becomes the foundation of their nutrition. And most of all, in 2007, when we started our coaching network, one of the most powerful parts of our product were that we introduced a coach into the equation. Because what we know is that it's easy for people to make a decision to say, yeah, I'm gonna start working out. It's harder to actually do it. And it's really hard to stay on your nutrition regimen to get the results you wanted. And that's where coaching came in. It was these people who were passionate about this lifestyle, inspiring others to start their programs, stay on their programs, and get incredible results. That's fueled our business. We always say that Team Beachbody is built not on transactions, but on transformations. It's people getting those results and inspiring others that unlocks not just a huge wave of people getting healthier and feeling better, but it also unlocks an incredible business opportunity for the coaches that want to participate. So today, we're going to do a little deep dive into that. You're going to hear from our CEO and founder, Carl Daikeler. You're going to hear from a few of our coaches. One coach who's had great success, has been in the business for about 7 years now. And you're also going to hear from a new coach. You're going to hear from one of our super trainers. Anyway, I think it's going to be a great set of information for you to learn about the Team Beachbody business opportunity. And why don't we get started right now? Carl Daikeler, are you there?
Yes, Michael, thanks for kicking us off here. This is a very exciting opportunity for us to present the business of coaching, particularly at this time. But before we jump into that, I just want to express on behalf of the company our gratitude to the first responders out there who, during this very turbulent time, this pandemic, we've got nurses and doctors and paramedics and emergency personnel who are managing the front line. And we couldn't be more grateful. And we're obviously doing our part of operating a successful and fairly large company, but doing it the way we're supposed to be right now, and that is from home. But our job is actually to back them up. Our job is not just to stay home and help flatten the curve, but it's doing our part to help people get and be healthy. That's exactly what we've been doing for the last 21 years. This is our mission and the opportunity for us to invite more people who are mission-driven people to help us transform people's health, transform people's lives, and set a great example for their kids. I mean, plenty of companies out there are selling shakes or health products, but honestly, there's only one that I know of that sells the total package: fitness, nutrition, and I have it right here, a shake so meticulously formulated and tested that every single day it delivers a critical dose of potent superfood nutrition to your body. Now, it's not just some protein shake. It's the kind of thing that many of us absolutely need to stay healthy. And I'm one of them. That's actually why this company's so good at this. All right. And I'm going to admit it because it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to admit that as CEO of this company, I don't like to exercise. I eat like a third grader. In fact, I might have a little bit of a pizza addiction. But this community keeps me accountable. And this shake makes up for what I'm missing in my diet. Because truthfully, I just don't like vegetables. And there's a lot of people out there. People suffer from irregularity or low energy. And that's why we call it the total solution, because it helps people enhance their overall biology from all perspectives, not just vanity, but from the perspective of staying active with a fitness program, from making good meal choices with good nutrition programs, and yes, from getting a daily dose of dense nutrition from something that is so carefully curated and was formulated to truly help people get what they're probably not getting from their normal daily nutritions. And one of the expectations that I have, because I'm not the picture of healthy lifestyle, it's my privilege as CEO of this company to make sure that our programs and products live up to what would help somebody like me, a non-health person, be more active and consume more healthy foods and nutrition. The fitness programs, they have to be interesting and fun. And most of all, they have to get me results. And it has to be less than an hour a day. Most of our programs come in around 45 minutes to 30 minutes. And our nutrition plans are easy to follow. They don't deprive me of the foods that I love. And this shake tastes great. It tastes good enough that I can get everything I personally am missing. Now that's for me. I mean, maybe you get plenty of fiber, prebiotics, probiotics, phytonutrients, protein, digestive enzymes, adaptogen herbs, vitamins, and minerals. But I know I wouldn't if it weren't for this shake. Now, if you're new to Beachbody, you probably, or you might have heard of P90X or Insanity, 21-Day Fix. Last year, we launched a fitness program called Morning Meltdown 100. This winter, we launched a bar program called Bar Blend, but we're always coming out with breakthroughs that enhance this overall experience. We've even got comprehensive nutrition plans, like a program called 2B Mindset, which helps people with emotional eating, which is so critical right now in these emotional times. And we've got the famous Ultimate Portion Fix, which helps people who need discipline. You're around all this food all day long, locked in your house, and we use these, there they are, the color-coded containers to help people manage their portions, still enjoy food, but do it in a way that does not undermine their self-esteem or undermine their own health and fitness goals. Tens of thousands of people are also getting results right now with our latest program called 10 Rounds. And you'll hear from our super trainer, Joel Freeman, on that new program that he just created. We just launched it, and he'll be here to talk about it in a bit. But if you know anyone who misses seeing other parts of the world, like, you know, people who will love the 6-city tour that is incorporated into 10 Rounds. Plus, there's a free t-shirt or tank that we'll give to anyone who submits their results to our Beachbody Challenge program by July 31st. So there's a lot going on here. And that's what we do as a company. We help people get results. And as you do that, the more you do that, actually influencing people to purchase challenge packs with Shakeology, well, that's when we want to reward you with compensation. You inspire people with your results, with your posts to your social media about staying consistent and your willingness to help those people keep going. And that results in revenue sharing when people purchase. That's this business opportunity, sharing the revenue that happens when you invite people you know to get healthy and fit, and it results in a purchase of what we call a challenge pack. And as you grow your business by adding people to your team, you also open up a new level of the opportunity where the company will assign actual customers to you as a coach if you qualify. And in fact, in the last month, we've generated over 200,000 new subscribers who were assigned to qualifying coaches. And yesterday, in fact, we brought in over 12,000 new customers alone. Now, this is how we work together, company and coach, to help people achieve their goals when they want to make their lifestyle change with this total solution of fitness, nutrition, and peer support. And that's what really matters. Whether you make just $50 as a coach by signing one person up with a challenge pack, including Shakeology, or you make millions of dollars by building a team who purchase the total solution of fitness, nutrition, and Shakeology, and they help thousands of customers purchase this total solution. Okay, with all of that in mind, we have two important things to remember, which sets us apart from other opportunities and sets us apart really from any other company that I know of. We do this to help people. That comes first. And that includes you. You need to build a belief in the total solution and be willing to help us inspire people to buy the product that's proven to work and get people healthy. And second, there's no free ride. There never is if it's something of substance and value. This isn't a get-rich-quick opportunity. This is work hard, follow the programs with an opportunity to monetize your health and fitness activities, and then invite people to follow the program. That's how you monetize your activity, because they see you on social media, posting your workouts, posting your shake, posting your food. That inspires them. You invite them in, and you're a part of the solution. And the more you do that, the more potential there is for you to earn. It's not easy, but it can be incredibly rewarding. But isn't helping people always the most rewarding thing? I mean, I'm so proud of the team of coaches that we call Team Beachbody. And we want to have you on that team if you come at it with that kind of attitude. And I promise you, if you're looking to earn extra income, if you're in it to create something meaningful while you create extra income for yourself, even if that just means helping a few people cover a car payment, we're going to do our part and make sure that they get great service, a great program the healthiest shake on the planet, according to us, and that you get paid according to the work you put in and the productivity that you create, the people that you help. That is the Team Beachbody business opportunity. It's doing incredible things for people, and we're just getting started. So I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll pay attention to this presentation, and then I hope you'll be a part of a revolution that's touching so many people and doing such great things at a time when we need it most. So welcome to the business of coaching. And Michael, now why don't we walk people through a little bit of a look at the product and the rest of the picture.
Absolutely. And thank you, Carl. Thanks for those words. It's interesting. Carl talked a little bit about the compensation that comes along with being a coach. And I think that sometimes when we talk about compensation, we leave out the most important part, and that is the compensation, the gratification that you feel when you inspire others to change their behavior. We actually have Carl mentioned challenge packs, and for years our coaches have been putting together groups of people, because we know that when people are in a group, their likelihood to actually complete a program and stay on their nutrition is so much higher. So we're excited. In just a couple weeks, we're going to be launching a new platform called BOD Groups, which is going to create this opportunity for you as a coach to lead a group, inspire others, get them results. And I wanted to share a little video that gives you just a little sneak peek of what's coming. Can we roll that video? Well, I'm not a mom, but I would love to be in that group. It's really, we have so many moments of people being empowered like that, of people who, just think I'm not going to get out of bed today, but it's because of their interaction with their coach, because of their participation with Team Beachbody, that does get them out of bed, gets them moving, gets them feeling good in really a special way. And that's something that I think that we are also proud of at Team Beachbody, is that we get to be live that every day and see stories like that story of those strong mamas appear every day. I want to take a second now and bring on somebody who started coaching with us back in 2013. So Jess Dukes, thank you very much for joining us on the call. And I asked Jess to come on because I'd love Jess just to hear a little bit about what brought you to coaching, and also just what do coaches do on a daily basis? What is coaching?
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael. So I joined coaching back in 2013 after starting my fitness journey. And I actually started my fitness journey in the gym. And I had been missing along my journey was that community aspect. And I was scrolling Instagram one day and found a fellow coach, and she was talking about turning your passion of health and fitness into a paycheck. And at this time, I was working full time I was working full time in finance, and I was about to get married, about to start a family. And the thought of creating extra income for my family while getting to do something I love was massive for me. So that's kind of how I joined Team Beachbody back in 2013. And since then, I have been in love with this business and have been able to make this my full-time job. But there's a lot that goes into coaching. You know, it's easy to follow someone on social media and see their pretty posts and things like that. But there's so much that goes on within those boot camps and those challenge groups that we just saw about bod groups. And I wanted to talk to you guys about what we actually do as coaches. So the very first thing when I started in 2013 was I made the commitment, and all of us coaches make the commitment of helping 3 new people every single month. And so I want to tell you how we actually do that. Number one way is getting results ourselves and being proof that these products work. I had been going to the gym before Beachbody, and I started doing T25 back in 2013, and I got incredible results. I was drinking my shake every day. I was following the meal plans, and I was getting incredible results. And that's where coaching, it starts with us. We inspire others to live their best and healthiest life through getting results and feeling incredible ourselves. So that is the first thing you have to focus on. And for me, I love that my job is to work on myself every single day. I am a mom of 3 kids, so my day is very, very hectic, but that is how I start my morning every single day, is with my pre-workout, my Energize in the morning, doing my personal development, and doing my own personal workout before I start pouring into others. But that's where coaches take doing our workouts and following a meal plan one step further, is we actually invite others to do this with us. So my goal every single day is to connect and invite new people to join me in my boot camps every single day. And I do this through social media, but also through inviting my friends and family members. I'm super introverted, so sometimes inviting can be a little nerve-wracking, but at the end of the day, I feel amazing. And when we find something we love, it's just like if you find that perfect pair of yoga pants or something like that, you want to tell your friends and family about it. And that's how I felt about these workouts, is they were changing my life. Shakeology every single morning was giving me more energy. I was feeling better. I was having an easier time staying on my meal plan. I want my friends and family members to be healthy with me. So they were the first people I invited. And so I spend my day every single day, starting my day with connecting with new people on social media, but also inviting them to actually come join these boot camps with me, inviting them to try out these workouts, try the shakes, and join my community. That was the one thing I felt like I was missing in my journey when I first started by myself, is I was doing it alone. And that's the coolest thing, is we don't have to go at this alone, and we can invite people to do these programs with us. So every single day, using my social media as a platform to connect with new people, to not only share my journey and my results, but to make friends and invite people to come join my community and let them in and have some of the support and encouragement that my community gives to me every single day. But then as coaches, our job is also to get these men and women results, having them join our boot camp. So it's not just about making a sale and saying good luck, but it's inviting them into our boot camps and helping them actually see results. So helping them figure out what they can do to get the best results. Us as coaches, we are no experts. I know for me, I have no certification, but I can encourage someone to stay on track. I can encourage them when they fall down and be their support. So that is what our boot camps are all about, is supporting one another, encouraging them. We love to share our meals and our workouts in there so we can all get the best results possible. So that's kind of in a gist of what we do as coaches, is we not only get our own results, and we use those to inspire others and be able to connect with new people every single day and invite them to come join our groups with us. So
hey, Jess, I have a question. When you got when you got started, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who might be thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not qualified to run one of these groups. I don't know how to do this. How did you get started to learn how to do these things? What tools did you have? What kind of upline support? How did you get going to where now you can successfully operate as a coach?
yeah, so when I got signed up, my upline plugged me into a boot camp, and I was able to join and invite into her boot camp and get started that way. But my upline gave me tons of training, tons of support. But Team Beachbody also offers so much training and support. We have something called the Coach Online Office, and there is so much training available at our fingertips. So when you join, you do not have to worry about floundering on your own. We are there to support you. My upline supported me. I was able to ask all my questions in there. And there's so many even Facebook pages for us as a community of Team Beachbody to help train you and give you the support and the tools to be successful.
That's great. And so let me ask you, since, it's been 7 years now, hard to believe that it's been 7 years, but what are some of the benefits that you've experienced as a Team Beachbody coach?
Oh my goodness, where do I even begin? Number one, honestly, I've been able to get in the best shape of my life and have had this incredible community that has my back. I started my journey over 200 pounds, and thanks to Team Beachbody, I've been able to reach my goal weight, but also be overall healthy to give my family the best mom and wife possible. But also it's plugged me into this incredible community that really, really wants to see me win. My team is some of my best friends, and I love getting to have their support, not only in health and fitness, but also personally as well. And I can't talk enough about the freedom that this has been able to give me. I started coaching back in 2013 while I was working full time. I was working 60-hour weeks, had an hour-and-a-half commute to work, about to get married. And coaching was something that I was able to fill my cup with, do something I truly, truly loved, but it also gave me the freedom to be able to quit that full-time job and come home to my babies. So now having 3 kids under 5, it's the biggest blessing ever to have the freedom to be able to work from home, be able to provide an income for my family, but be able to do a job that I can work when it works best for me, and that allows me to also put my family first and be a priority. And I can coach in pockets throughout my day. And honestly, it has helped me find my passion and my purpose in life. It fills my cup up. I truly never thought I would have something like this in my life, that I love this just as much as I did 7 years ago, if not even more now. And it's blessed my life in huge ways. And I feel like I'm able to create an incredible legacy for my family as well.
Well, that's great. And I don't want to gloss over the fact that, you've talked about, you were able to come home and do this, that, that came from a ton of hard work. This is not, as Carl said earlier, not a sort of, get rich quick scheme. Really, the opportunity comes with, tons of dedication, tons of work. We have lots of coaches who have not, it's not their goal, or they haven't been able to leave their jobs yet. I do want to just point out that if you go to teambeachbody.com and click on the coaching tab, there is an income disclaimer, which gives you sort of full disclosure on what the opportunity is and what coaches make at different levels, because there are coaches who make are able to stay home. There are other coaches that are just getting started. So just last question for you is when did you know that this was going to sort of become a career for you?
Honestly, I started this as something to do on the side. I never imagined wanting to quit my job. And I'm pretty sure on the first call I ever had with my coach, it was just, I just want to help one person. I want to pay it forward in the same way that someone paid it forward to me. But I would say a couple months in, I was about 2 months into my business. I went on my honeymoon and found out we were expecting, which was amazing. And at this time, like, I had seen my coach starting to quit her full-time job. Her coach was quitting her full-time job. And honestly, it gave me the belief that I could do it too. If someone else can do this full time and turn this into a career, I could do that too. And yes, I agree. Like, it takes a ton of hard work and dedication and lots of sacrifice in order to do that. But seeing that they were able to do that, I wanted that so badly for my life. So seeing other coaches that had gone ahead showed me it was possible. And frankly, I love this. And, we work a lot of our lives. We should do something that we truly love.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jess, for coming on and sharing your thoughts with us, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we did talk about this idea of how do coaches earn And so I wanted to bring on our Vice President of Coach Development, Doug Moss, and he's going to give you just a little quick overview into how coaches get started earning. Doug, welcome.
All right, Michael, thank you. Man, she's amazing. And to have 3 kids under 5 and build this business is so impressive. So let me start my screen sharing so I can walk you through a quick presentation on how coaches earn money initially as they first get started building the business. So I want to start with this slide because it is important that we know the Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success for a coach, but that each coach, their income is really determined by their own effort, diligence, and skill. And so what I want to do is I'm going to jump to this next slide, and we're going to talk about what happens. So as you start as a new coach, and as you start a fitness and a nutrition program, you're going to want to start to invite others to join you on this journey. When you do, you will earn commissions and bonuses as people join you with a challenge pack. And we've kind of mentioned it, but a challenge pack includes everything you need in order to get started on your fitness journey. So let me show you how this works in the compensation plan as a brand new coach getting started. As Jess mentioned, she said that her goal is to help 3 people every month. So I'm going to build on the model of helping 3 people each month for your first 3 months and show you the reality of what the income can be produced by doing that. So as we jump into this, if you get started by helping your friend Sally to become a coach, to become a customer by purchasing a challenge pack, she joins you on your journey, you would earn a $50 commission off of that challenge pack. Now, we'll go through this. You also invite your sister Jen, and she joins you as you start your fitness journey. She's going to join a group with you, and now you're going to make up to $100 or $50 for each of those 2 challenge packs. The third person you help happens to be your friend Shelly. And so you can see that in April, talking specifically about this month, if you're a new coach, you can see that $150 to helping 3 people get started with challenge packs would be, a bit able for you to be able to do. Okay. So now what gets exciting about this is as you go into May, what's going to happen is those 3 customers that you got started with challenge packs in April are now going to get their second bag of Shakeology. And so you're going to earn a commission on each of those purchases. And again, we're in May now. So what's going to happen is you're going to commit to helping 3 people again. So just like Jess mentioned, in May, you're going to help Megan, you're going to help your mechanic Joe, and you're going to help your dentist Mary. And these guys are each going to buy a challenge pack as well to get started on their fitness journey. And you can see that by doing that, you're getting this $50 commission per challenge pack, plus you're getting your Shakeology HD commissions from the April customers. So your total income for the month of May would be $247, but you can see that your total income in April and May would now be $397. Okay, let's jump to June. Because now I'm in June and I've got my April customers, the 3 that I helped in April, they now get their 3rd bag of Shakeology. My May customers now get their 2nd bag. And you can see that I'm at $97 for each of those for a combined of $194 in residual commissions coming off of these customers purchasing their bags of Shakeology. But what I want to show you is it gets exciting because now I'm inviting more customers. I'm keeping up with my commitment to help 3 people each month. And you can see that, hey, for my consistent posts on Instagram, I help a new friend, Aaron, get started with a challenge pack. And then, man, I lose 10 pounds drinking Shakeology and doing 10 rounds. So my best friend, Sarah, wants to get started with a challenge pack. And from inviting to my challenge group, my friend John wants to get started with a challenge pack as well. So there's your $150 for June. You can see that in the month of June, I'm going to make $344, but for a combined total income of $741. So that's what Jess said. Coaches commit to helping 3 people every month. And as they do, you can see how it starts to compound and it starts to grow. Now, if you doubled that effort, I'm just going to show it to you because I think it's exciting to kind of be able to show it. But let me show you what happens if you Just one second. There we go. If you happen to help 6 people a month, then obviously the opportunity for that would be twice what it would be if you were helping 3 people per month. Now, what's exciting to me is we have so many coaches that are getting started and getting, going in the business. And that you can see that as you get started, you're going to want to start inviting people as soon as you can and start to build your organization and really build your team and invite people to join you as you start the process of you being a Beachbody coach. Michael, I'm not sure if I answered all the questions or started more questions.
Well, I don't know, but that was great, Doug. Thanks so much. And appreciate you sharing that. The other thing that I just wanted to point out is, as Doug had mentioned, that bring in 3 people a month or 6 people a month. Here's the other exciting thing that happens with that, in addition to earning those commissions and challenge pack bonuses, is that very likely you are going to get some of those people who are going to get results themselves. And when they start getting results and talking to others about getting results, that's when you know that they might be ready for coaching too. And the really exciting part is that we have a whole nother layer to the opportunity that comes with people sharing their results with others, becoming coaches. And as that sort of, and with them helping others to get results, that sort of ripple effect of behavior change, we compensate that also through what we call team cycle bonus and our matching bonus. So there's a whole new layer beyond what Doug is talking about that creates opportunity for coaches to earn. So I wanted to jump in right now and bring on Keyshawn Graves, who is our director over our Western region. So Keyshawn heads up our Western region of coach development. Keyshawn, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
There you are. So Keyshawn, I wanted to ask you, and I know you're going to talk to one of our newer coaches in just a second, but how do most new coaches get started?
Well, let me tell you, most of the times our coaches are just people who started off wanting or needing and then getting results with one of our fitness and nutrition programs, like 10 rounds, like 2B mindset. And then they realize that they can hold themselves better accountable by joining the community and by becoming a coach and by inviting people who may want or need the results to do it with them. And so that means that most of our coaches aren't experts in health and fitness. They're just people who found a solution that works for them and who begin to connect other people to Beachbody solutions. As a matter of fact, Michael, I have, like you mentioned, one of our new coaches on the line, and she became a coach this past July, but her story begins even before that date. Brooke March, are you on?
I am.
There you are. All right. So I know your story begins before July of 2019 when you made the decision to become a coach, but do you mind sharing what was your life like prior to becoming a coach?
Oh, not at all. I'd love to. So I actually joined on as a client before ever coming on as a coach. I was just graduated from beauty school. I was living in a tiny apartment in Seattle. I moved to the city by myself, and I was working 3 jobs and I was so broke. So the first thing that went out the window was my health and fitness. And I had never had any problems with my health before because I was an athlete growing up. So I found myself in that first year and a half of being on my own, having gained 70 pounds, and I just didn't recognize myself anymore. And sometime in that year and a half, I met my now fiance, moved down to the South with him, and I was just feeling super low about myself. So I was finally in a place to, okay, I need to do something. So I tried just about everything and nothing was working, and nothing from when I was an athlete worked. Nothing was working to help me feel better and lose the weight. So I was super discouraged. I was very depressed. I was exhausted all of the time. And I quickly found myself trying to get through the day was a challenge for me. And shortly after this, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a hormonal disorder that can really make it hard to lose weight. And like I said, I just didn't recognize myself anymore, and I desperately wanted something to work. So I was on Instagram scrolling, and I found my coach, reached out to her, and I because I saw she was hosting a challenge group and I wanted to be a part of it. And I was actually still broke from living in Seattle. So bless him, my fiance bought my challenge pack for me and I got started, and I was going good for about 3 weeks, but I was super discouraged and still feeling not so great about my diagnosis. And I quit 3 weeks later. But I continued to learn about this whole coaching thing because I always watched my coach on Instagram every single day and just fell in love with the idea that health and fitness was a part of her life, a part of her job, that she got to take care of herself. And by doing so, she got to better help other people. The fact that she got to be on a team, which I really missed because I was an athlete growing up and no longer had that in my life. And just being around a group of women that lifted each other up, and also having that accountability for her to keep up with her health and fitness. But I didn't think I could ever coach. I was still 70 pounds overweight. I hadn't finished a program and I'd quit after 3 weeks of my first time trying. And I worked full time as a hairdresser, so I didn't really think, I still do, but I still didn't think that I could ever do health and fitness as a job with my full-time schedule. And I was scared of people judging me for starting this thing. So I just kind of kept it on the sidelines and just watched for about a year. And so then this July of 2019, I finally got a doctor's appointment that was going to be with a specialist to help me with my disorder. And I messaged my coach and I told her that I wanted to get started because I needed to walk into that doctor's office knowing I had done everything that I possibly could have done for myself before going in. And I joined as a coach for the discounts at first. And I started Lift 4 and I followed it to a T. I lost 20 pounds, so thanks, Joel. And my confidence grew, my symptoms drastically decreased, and I felt like myself for the first time in 2 years. And that, I always say, like, Lift 4 was the program that gave me my life back. So after I finished Lift 4, I realized that I really, really wanted to actually coach. And I messaged my coach and I sent her 2 words and all I said was, "I'm in," and I threw my phone across the room because I was so nervous about it. But little did I know that saying those 2 words was going to change my life.
Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. So recent graduate, unrecognizable, boyfriend turned fiance, new move, still broke, started this journey, quit before. With all that going on, you still found this to be attractive. What were some of those key things that stood out as you were making the decision to go all in with coaching?
Yeah, so I guess one of my biggest turning points, like I said, was that this helped me so much after not having anything working for me. So one of my biggest reasons for wanting to coach was to help other women or men like myself who be able to take back control of their health and fitness and be able to take their lives back and be able to live the fullest life that they were put on this earth to live. I also fell in love with the freedom of coaching and just the possibilities that they had. And I just wanted to be a part of the community. I loved the fact that they had all these women together building each other up, and coaching kept me, the accountability of coaching was so important for me as well, because without coaching I wouldn't have lost the remainder of the weight and lost the additional 50 pounds, because it just keeps you accountable and makes taking care of yourself a non-negotiable, which was something that I was really interested in as well.
So just like I mentioned, a lot of our coaches come in for their own desire to get better and then end up wanting to pay this forward. Thank you so much, Brooke. What a difference one decision can make. And it's so inspiring that despite all the reasons you could have not made the decision, you decided to otherwise. So thank you so much for sharing your story. This may not be your exact story, but if you're wanting or needing to feel better or be better or do better or earn better, give better, or looking for a positive, uplifting community that will hold you accountable to it, this is it. And that is the business of coaching. Brooke, thank you again. Michael, I'm going to send it back over to you.
Thank you, Keyshawn and Brooke. And I loved when Brooke said that taking care of herself became unavoidable. I think that's something that is so important, and hopefully taking care of ourselves becomes unavoidable to everyone out there. And one of the ways that we help people take care of themselves is that we make sure that all of our products are developed with just a specific focus, and that is to get people results, to make them healthy. And I'm excited. We just launched, if you haven't heard, Brooke also mentioned that she got started with Lift 4. Well, the creator of Lift 4 just created another product that is currently launched right now, and that is Joel Freeman. Joel, are you there? The man behind 10 rounds.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I was listening to Brooke. I was like, I'm not crying. You're crying. That was it was amazing. It's
okay for you to shed a tear, Joel.
It's okay. I do from time to time, but it's amazing.
So Joel, 10 rounds. It is going strong. People are loving it. Tell me, Joel, why is 10 rounds, your newest program, the perfect product for these times?
I mean, you want to talk about getting some aggressions out right now in this day and age. We definitely have that. And it is, look, we all know what's going on in the world right now. And it was something that we wanted to, we just really lucked out in creating a program that is so encompassing in about challenging yourself mentally, physically, and going into, it's a boxing program. It's a shadow boxing program. So between shadow boxing and the weights and conditioning, agility, you are getting out so much aggressions and you're feeling good about yourself. And we took it on the road. We filmed in 6 different cities across the country. So we're all stuck in our houses right now. You can virtually travel across the country, starting in LA, and then we go all the way across, all the way at the East Coast. We finish in Philly, Rocky style on the steps. So it's just an amazing journey that you can take in 6 weeks. And something that we're saying, like, the days are going to pass no matter what. So we might as well make the best of it from our health and fitness.
You know, Joel, what I hear a lot from people that are doing the program is that they thought it was just a boxing program, but it actually is turning out to be so much more. Like, people didn't realize that, you know, that you said, there's days with weights, there's, you know, the boxing is incredible cardio, and it's not a program to learn how to box. It is a program to totally get a knockout body and fitness. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 6-week program, 5 days a week. 3 days are boxing that have conditioning and agility worked into it. And then 2 days of lifting divided into an upper and lower. And putting this together was something that we really wanted to create a program that was all encompassing and go after the 2 things that people always say they want to do. They want to burn fat and build muscle. And the world of boxing, the authentic world of boxing, the way we train, and I've been boxing for years, and my boxing training, like, this is how we train. And this is why you see boxers with such amazing physiques, is because all of these elements that went into 10 rounds is how they train as well. So we wanted something that was going to, and as you said, knockout body. You're torching calories because you're constantly moving, and that's what people are discovering. Just a couple of days into it, even one day, people are like, wow, my butt is sore, my legs are sore, my arms are sore. And they really thought that it was going to be from a waist up program because of the boxing element, but they're learning very, very quickly that from the core down, you're just getting drenched and shredded out.
Yeah. You know, Joel, one of the things, and I mentioned before about the integrity of our products, it's something that, you know, I've been at Beachbody for over 13 years, but one of the things that I'm so proud about working here is really the integrity of the products. Like we do not just throw products out there. And I wonder if you can talk a little bit about 10 rounds, the development cycle. How do we know before it goes to market that it's actually going to get people results?
Absolutely. Look, we got to test it, right? We have to test our programs. And this is something, and I've been in the health and fitness industry now for over 15 years, since I was 18 years old. And I've been a part of a lot of different companies. And this is why I was so excited to come to Beachbody, because of the quality assurance of what we actually go through in putting these products together. 10 rounds, for instance, it was a year in the making, from very initial concept to with CEO Carl Daikeler and I talking about what we envisioned and how we wanted the program to be, starting to go into that. And then a 6-month actual product development of testing. We go through what's called test groups. We give this program out. We do it in a couple of different ways. We test it in person with people at here in the corporate office in LA. And then we also send it out virtually because it's a home program. So we want to know if it's going to work virtually. So we send it out to some people in the coaching world and they get to test it out. And so we test it in so many different ways, but just even in the 6 months of making sure that it works. And it's not just me, like I have my ideas and my overarching concepts as the creator for it, but there are hundreds of people that look at this from the nutrition standpoint, from the safety, from the effectiveness, from every angle. And that's why these products are so good and they work so well, because there's so many people that make sure they're going to work.
And speaking of, just really fine tuning it to get results in the test groups, I think we have some before and afters we can show that give you sort of an example of what some of the people in our test group and early users have been seeing. So I can run through those photos.
Yeah, and these photos, look, as you're watching through these, one of the things I'm always telling people as I'm talking on calls about these is to look at, as you're looking through those photos, look at all the areas that people are always talking about, what they want to work on. Their midsection, their arms. There's Karen, she's postpartum. That's a postpartum success story right there. Her arms, her legs, her thighs. Look at our Keyshawn. She was just on talking. Look at her. She did amazing. And this is 6 weeks. And this is obviously in terms of the program itself with nutrition, which Carl touched on a little bit. We have established fitness platforms already on Beachbody Demand. But this program goes after those two things that I mentioned. They want to build muscle and burn fat. And you can see that that's exactly what's happening. Midsection, thighs. Look at that guy. He turned into a superhero, man. It just keeps getting better and better. And that's why this program is doing so well and people are so excited about it, because of all that this is what we did. We tested this. These were all test group participants. So before we even film it, we know it's going to work. And that's what gets us more excited about it as well.
And Joel, we always talk about that, and that fitness is a huge component, but another huge component is nutrition. Sure. And so can you talk a little bit about how the role that nutrition plays in getting people results?
Yeah, look, a nutrition, 10 rounds in every other fitness program is only as good as your nutrition that you have backing it up. So we all know you can't outwork a bad diet. And this is what's so exciting about where we are in the Beachbody world right now, is we now have established two nutrition platforms between Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset. And what we've been able to do is create consistency in people's nutrition. And then when you put the fitness product on top of it, it's just, now you're just stacking the deck with possibility for success. So that's what's really exciting is we don't have to recreate something every single time a fitness product comes out. We get them into something that is regimented, that they can maintain longer than just 6 weeks of a program or 8 weeks, whatever that may be, but create consistent habits. So then when they come into 10 rounds, it is only going to enhance their results.
Yeah, it really is such a great package between, these incredible workout programs that you guys put together. Every workout program comes with our Beachbody Nutrition Guide. As you mentioned, Joel, for those people that need to get control of their eating habits, we have 2 programs, like you said, 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix. We have a monthly program that goes along with that helps people stay on those programs. And then, of course, we have our nutritional supplements, which I have to say, the same care that we put into the fitness programs, we double down on our supplements. We know that our consumers are ingesting these products. We want to make sure that they are the most efficacious, that they are meeting the standards for purity, for potency, for taste, for stabilities. So I have to tell you that on the nutrition side, just Shakeology, which Carl talked about earlier, we work so hard to understand where each ingredient is sourced, where it's grown, how it's harvested, how it's processed. For every batch of Shakeology that is manufactured, it goes through 1,900 tests in order for us to make sure that it has that purity, potency, taste, and stability, so that we know that we're confident that all of our coaches, all of our customers are really getting the best. So that combination of great programs like 10 rounds with our nutrition programs, with our nutritional supplements, and with our coaches who are also really part of the product, keeping people engaged. It's why we get to see those great success stories like we just showed. So Joel, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. So with that, we wanted to give you this just a little look into Team Beachbody. We wanted you to hear from Carl. We wanted you to hear about how the compensation plan worked a little bit. We wanted you to hear from coaches and from one of our trainers. And we want you to know that if you make the decision to become a Team Beachbody coach, just like Jess said, you aren't doing it alone. You're going to have a sponsoring coach who's going to help you. You're going to have an upline coach who have a same vested interest that you have success, that you have as much success as a coach as they want for themselves. We also at Beachbody, we prepare lots of tools and training and support for you when you join the company. So if this is something that you think that you would like to do, I have to tell you, as Carl said, we would love to welcome you to the Team Beachbody family. I think, again, like I said, I've been here for over 13 years. Even though I'm not a coach, my life has changed so radically, I feel such a sense of fulfillment being a part of the Team Beachbody culture and the Team Beachbody family. We would love for you to have that same feeling and join us as a Team Beachbody coach. So here's the deal. In a minute, this little Facebook Live is going to end. And it's really easy to just get up and walk away and, go help the kids or go bake some bread or do anything else. But I will tell you that if there is anything in this call that piqued your interest, if you are ready to become a coach or even have more questions, as soon as this ends, reach out to the coach that invited you to this call to ask some questions or to ask them to help you get started. If you don't have a coach, if somehow you made it to this call without an invitation, go to teambeachbody.com/click on the coaching thing to learn more about coaching, and you can sign up there and we'll connect you to a coach. But as Carl said, we have a mission here at Team Beachbody to help people achieve their goals and lead healthy and fulfilling lives. And we would love for you to help us continue to grow that mission in your neighborhood, in your state, all over the world. So thank you so much for joining us today. And it's been a pleasure to be able to share this opportunity. Take care, everybody.